Hi, Dixie. Dixie's here! Are you guys excited? Dixie's here. But not the hiker. Sorry. This is Dixie. Dixie!
Here's your reminder.
So, as usual, we're starting the live stream, and the computer's telling Tactical to take vitamins.
Computer, cancel.
So, how's everybody doing? Bueller. That's Tigger. This is Tigger. That's Dixie. Hey guys, welcome to the Holler Neighbor Livestream. We'll take any questions you want. First of all, check this out. This is COVID hair right here. Look how long that is. I need a haircut. Are you going to get a haircut when I get a haircut?
No.
Why not?
I'm renewing my vow, I think.
He's going to go another year. So I have a friend who cuts hair. She's awesome. And if you look at the tips of my hair, it's a little bit lighter. She colors hair too. The last time she cut my hair was this long ago. So I saw that she was back in town on Facebook. And the thing she does, you can pay her more and she'll come to your house. For an introvert in the holler, this is super. Okay. Pat, you're exhausted. Of course you are. And all Brian wants to say is coronavirus. So cheers, everybody. Welcome to the evening. We're happy to have an evening here. Today was like really weird. I got up and I read a novel. That means I didn't weed the garden. I didn't harvest anything. I read a novel and had coffee. I did that a little too long, which means I'm going to keep roasting coffee after this because I got a big appointment with somebody to taste coffee tomorrow, which I'm really excited about. So I'm driving across the state with samples. And went to Walmart to try to get cones that those cones that you can pour over. They don't have them.
Nobody has them.
Nobody has them anymore. So I ordered some on Amazon. Luckily, I have one. I just wanted 4 so we could do 4 different coffees all at one time. But we'll have to do one after another, unfortunately.
Yeah, I went to Walmart for the express purpose of picking those up, only to find out they don't carry them anymore.
Hey, Sugar Creek. Yay, your guineas are hatching. That's exciting. Too bad we can't have the video turn and you show it. So tonight we were going to do a tasting. Remember what we were going to taste tonight?
Alcoholic whiskey.
I found non-alcoholic whiskey, bourbon style. They can't call it bourbon according to AutoFab because it has to be a certain proof, and 0 proof is not that proof. Anyway, I found it online. I was like, well, that's kind of cool. Because sometimes I want a cocktail, but I don't want a cocktail, you know what I mean? And if it tastes remotely like whiskey, I'll be really happy because I don't really like sweet beverages. So I was looking for an alternative. I ordered it. It's $25 a bottle. And I got it on Amazon. It got to the Cookville UPS place on the 7th this week. It should have been out here on the 8th. It's not here yet. What do you think happened?
Probably the same thing that happened with my bulkhead fittings. They got sent to the wrong place or something.
It might have gotten sent to the wrong place. His is a USPS story that got his bulkheads for the aquaponics system.
Started with UPS and then got transferred to USPS.
Transferred to USPS. That's not what happened to me. Mine's sitting at the UPS facility in Cookville, Tennessee. Hey, friends in Cookville who work at UPS, I know you're out there. My bottle of fake booze is in your facility. I have a different theory. You know what my theory is?
Somebody stole it.
It's possible that somebody saw this nice bottle of whiskey and they took it home and they're probably really disappointed right now. And if that happened, I'm going to laugh so hard. Yeah, that's part of the fun. In a pinch, I folded regular filters. I actually have the cone filters, so I was thinking of devising some sort of a frame on that for the...
Little funnel.
I don't have a funnel up. I can do a canning funnel. Do you have a canning funnel?
Yeah.
I have a canning funnel.
That takes 3. Well, you have 2 canning funnels plus you have 1 cone, right?
I can now do 3 cups at once. That'll be great. And if we get to video the tasting, which I don't know if we get to video it or not, it'll be funny because it's canning filters. And that actually totally fits the Holler Roast brand because why be snooty about coffee? Just drink good coffee.
Another filter or another funnel that might work too.
Ask AutoFab about the carb kit for my grandpa's chainsaw. It got to Memphis, then went to Utah. Oh, yeah. I once sent a coffee to Oklahoma, guys. And I, especially around Christmas, I start looking at tracking about once a day to see, did it go somewhere funny? And it went from Nashville to Hawaii on a plane. And I was like, hey, man, your coffee's going to be late. And the funny thing is their coffee wasn't late. But here's what happened. I had put it in a Priority Express bag instead of a Priority bag. And if you want to talk about stupid color choices, so you have Priority Mail, which is fast, and Priority Express, which is pretty much next day. Now, if you were going to choose a color for Priority and Priority Express, what would the color be? Your two choices are red and blue. One goes to each. What would you choose for Priority Express? Red or blue?
Red.
Red. Not the post office. No, the post office has red for Priority and blue for Priority Express, and they tricked me. So I grabbed the wrong envelope. It's totally my fault. The guy had a $20 charge when it arrived after the coffee went to Hawaii and back. And I just reimbursed him. I was like, I can't do anything. And the funny thing is I'd sent probably 10 different orders that day in the wrong colored bag, and all the rest of them arrived without additional postage because it had the proper label on it. It was just in the wrong colored bag. Yeah. I've learned a lot about shipping.
People wonder why the post office is losing money.
Yeah. Well, Brian says it has to be 80 proof. Somebody's having a nice drink. Yes.
Brian, I make up my own rules.
I sent boots almost 2 weeks ago to my son-in-law in Missouri, and he just got them today. You know what? We have Garaline, who you see her on the network sometimes. She has chickens she's raising, and she ordered chicken tractors. So she's not making her chicken tractors, and believe me, I understand how frustrating chicken tractor making is. It's why I don't make chicken tractors, right?
No, I make them.
Okay, so she ordered them for her chickens that she's raising as meat birds, and same thing. Package just went into random outer space, and meanwhile, her little birds are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So she was like, "Well, at this point, I don't need the chicken tractors anymore because it's taken so long to get here." But we'll see. I've been watching her chicken tractor drama online for quite a bit. So yeah, shipping's kind of, it's funny. Amazon Prime doesn't get you stuff in 2 days anymore, does it?
Yeah,
do you think it's really still high volume, or do you think it's an excuse? What do you think?
I think it's a combination of both.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have noticed that the last couple of days I ordered some stuff. Some of it comes in really quick, some of it doesn't. And I know for a fact that with their increased volume that they're saying that it's going to take longer than it actually is, just so that they're not slapped. Because I had, with those bulkhead fittings, when I called them and said, hey, these were, said they were out for delivery on Tuesday. It's Friday, and I have no idea where they're at. Their policy was that they gave me my money back, and if I got them, then great, I got to keep them. I didn't have to send them back, but I got my money back. So,
yeah. Well, congratulations.
I did get my money back, and I got the bulkhead fittings too.
Yeah. So I have, if tomorrow the fake booze does not arrive, then I can either get a replacement fake booze or I can get my money back. And I'm going to try to get the replacement fake booze so that our live stream in 2 weeks has the tasting. And what we thought we'd do is taste real bourbon next to fake bourbon, and tomatoes from my tomato wall next to store tomatoes. And by next week, by 2 weeks from now, are we going to have that other thing happen? You know, the other thing. Holler Neighbors streams are about to change a little bit, guys. What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
There's a surprise coming.
I don't look at the dates.
Pat says it depends where you are on the shipping. 3 weeks to get from Wisconsin to Chicago. Nice. So things are really messed up in the north.
I will say for Amazon, they have it down to a science though with their shipping. Because
Yeah.
when I was overseas the last time, Amazon 2-day shipping took about 2 weeks.
Thermostats! Okay, sorry. Go ahead. It took 2 weeks.
It took about, no barks.
She was looking for the thermostats.
It took about 2 weeks, but they knew when the mail was delivered to the base, and
Yeah.
so they had
Sunny.
it timed.
No barks.
No barks. No more barks. Leave it. Sit.
Anyway, so the Holler Neighbors stream, you may notice that there's only 2 of us today. Why is there only 2 of us today?
Somebody abandoned the rest of us.
Nighthawk left the Holler. However, he did not leave the Holler permanently. He went on a little vacation to visit family. So in 2 weeks, we'll probably have 3 people back on, but there might be 4. Or it might take 4 weeks for there to be 4, but we're about to get a new Holler neighbor. I think you guys are going to enjoy watching that one go down. So we're going to start having 4 of us streaming.
Interesting.
Oh, somebody ordered a part for their generator, then they may not get it till September. You know what? Sometimes when it's that far out, though, they get it to you sooner, which is kind of nice. Y'all ever come and visit the elephant sanctuary or just travel through Hohenwald? We should meet up. You know what? We drive all over the place, Sugar Creek, and we totally should meet up. I'm sure that a gaggle of rednecks would roll through happily. Angel says the next pet at the Holler should be named Thermostat. Can we name the next pig Thermostat? There's a goat coming in, but she'll already have a name. That's actually a really funny name. I love it. I love it. So, yeah, there will be 4 neighbors. And, of course, like Island Mountain Pat rolls through from time to time. But we're getting a new neighbor. And I don't think we're going to call this one a redneck, are we?
I don't know, do they identify as a redneck? I don't think so.
Is redneck gender specific?
No.
All the rednecks I know are male.
I know plenty of female rednecks.
Tactical is not getting married. Are you getting married?
No.
That's not what's happening. Nope.
Look at a dog.
Heard the 4th has an impressive beard. Yeah, I think you're right, Mark. I saw that post on Facebook too. Red nettle is a thing. Redneckette. Oh, redneckette.
Yeah.
You guys have no idea how happy I'm going to be when we get over 1,000 subscribers and I can use something besides this current setup because it's really hard to read. I also should get around to installing Studio and maybe not use the smallest computer in the Holler for this, but that's what I do. And it fits so well on this that stool.
So what you're saying is you need to bring my other laptop over.
Maybe. Or we just need 1,000 subscribers. That would help.
More. My other laptop is twice this size.
You know, I have an idea for 1,000 follower giveaway. What do you guys think of this shirt? You like it? By the way, for a woman to show a shirt, it's really difficult to do that in a demure and modest way. No.
Apparently Sonny likes it.
Check. I could do a giveaway of this shirt, and I could give away really awesome cups. Do you have a really awesome cup around?
Off. I think steel or the...
Steel. So we could do some giveaways of T-shirts in the extra large size, and then choice of that or a Living Free in Tennessee grow mug, which is a pretty cool beer mug. What do you guys think of that? I've never really done a YouTube giveaway though, so I feel like I could use some tips from somebody who has before about making it successful. What else would you guys think I should give away? I can give away coffee. Anybody want to donate something?
This is last year's.
Oh. Well, it's like this, only it has a different logo on it. Hold on. I'll go get it. Entertain them.
Is that entertaining enough? Can't stop, no. Oh. I walked all the way outside and you had one right there.
It was put away where it goes.
That was my truck. I walked all the way.
This is the really cool cup. So this is stainless steel. It's like red Solo cup size, which is kind of nice when you're having an event because it doesn't break when you drop it. Very good characteristic.
You see what I have to put
It
up
also
with?
rolls in a circle when I do that and comes back into my hand. So this is a really cool thing. So those are two things I could give away.
She let me walk all the way out to my truck to go get this when she had one sitting right there.
What are friends for? So Kira says giving away coffee would be awesome. Andy says hi, Tactical.
Hi, Andy.
Loretta doesn't drink coffee, but Amanda does. You know, we have coffee tea.
I can fix that problem.
I have coffee tea. It's the coffee cherry dried. It's really good, and it's not coffee. It doesn't taste like coffee. It tastes kind of like a sweeter cherry tea. I think Mark Alexander can describe what it tastes like because he drinks coffee tea. Yes, coffee tea, named by Mark Alexander because it was called what it was, and then he was like, "It's coffee tea," and I was like, "That's so much easier to say." So we went with that. Brian's telling you to be more positive because you're mad that I made you walk to your truck.
Save my comments for Zolo on that one.
Okay, then. Well, what do you guys want to hear about while we're here? What have we been doing this week? Oh, we're getting base camp ready to be finished, so we made the last list of what we're going to have in place by the time our new renter comes in. That might be related to who's going to join the Holler Neighbors stream, is it? Yep, it's kind of related. And was it a really long, overwhelming list?
I wouldn't say it's overwhelming. It is a lengthy list. I got some of it done today.
Yeah.
And fortunately, we took in a refugee from New Jersey this month. Is it this month?
Yeah, we did take in a refugee last month from New Jersey. Yep.
Electrician, so he's been helping a good bit.
Yeah, the Tennessee network keeps growing. We got a family from New Jersey who are awesome. They live in Sparta now. And the man is an electrician, and he's been out here helping us get that ready. But the list is really long. And I looked at that list, and I looked at my travel schedule. And traveling's kind of not so fun on planes anyway. And when you're on a plane, they know that you traveled.
There's the real
And
reason.
so then when there is a 14-day quarantine on the other side, they can enforce it. And I started getting a little oogly about that because I wanted to fly to Orange County and see my family, which I will do still. And then I looked at that list and I thought, if instead of taking my vacation next week in California, I take my vacation at base camp, we're going to have a leg up. Don't worry, we're still getting the podcast, but I'm going to put in some full days there and in my workshop building where we need to finish putting away the tents from the workshop so that they're not out, so that we can reorganize. I'm actually going to do a big old tool purge.
Yeah.
Are you excited about that?
Yes.
He doesn't like my box of screwdrivers. Who doesn't like a box of screwdrivers? Anyway, I'll be selling a box of screwdrivers next week, but we're doing that. And did you just make a face?
No?
It was like a horse mouth. It was like, who does that?
It's like something saying don't buy it.
Yeah. We should actually get a representative or two from the New Jersey family out here on one of these live streams because it'd be really funny.
Yeah.
30-Day Reviews has a box of screwdrivers. You don't like his box of screwdrivers?
I've never seen his box of screwdrivers.
He doesn't like my box of screwdrivers. I
like the screwdrivers in your bags, not the one in the box.
To your credit, I will say that the box of screwdrivers exists because when I moved here, every time I found a screwdriver in the grass, on the road, stored outside in a box of screwdrivers in the rain for 10 years before I moved here. Every time I found one, it went into the workshop. So, guys, some of the screwdrivers might not be in the best shape.
Some of them might be more rust than metal.
Yeah. So we're going to get real about what we're really keeping, but I'm keeping the tile saw.
I'm fine with keeping a tile saw.
He's not going to like my tile saw much when he has to help me redo my bathroom floor, though.
I'm going to be out of state for that one.
My dad's coming into town for it.
Oh, good. So I can take care of the animals and you have to do all the tile.
You don't want to do the demo?
Demo's one thing.
Yeah.
Nighthawk chainsaw.
Yeah. That still doesn't have you doing any work.
Okay.
See how he is? He doesn't work. He just tells people to do things, right? By the way, the reason we're laughing is he works his butt off. And that's so not true that it was funny. But for a minute there, he thought I was serious. There was that flash in his eyes like, I might have to smack her. But I don't think he'd smack me. Would you smack me?
No, and just let Nighthawk cut some more chainsaw. That would be so much more satisfying.
Yep. Oh, Brian has a box of drill bits and a box of screwdrivers. Hey, Brian, I'm about to be really good at sorting boxes of screwdrivers in case you need help. What else we got? Eagle Rare time. Cheers. That is not a question. So the garden update. I kind of gave it on the podcast. We're not growing as much vegetables as I wish we were. So the tomato thing's going really well. I've gotten 3.5 pounds of tomatoes off it since I started weighing tomatoes off it yesterday. Before then, I got a couple of tomatoes I didn't weigh, and I was like, oh, wait, I should weigh the productivity. And then he drilled 2-inch holes in the bucket tops, and I put new tomato plants in there to start rooting because the plants have gotten as tall as my roof. I have topped them. The 2 on either edges can keep going out, but I didn't want to, A, have them up on the roof and then have to go on the roof to harvest tomatoes because then I won't harvest tomatoes, or B, build a tomato arch, which would have been really cool if we were ready to build a tomato arch, but in light of our world, are we ready to build a tomato arch this year?
No.
Hell no. So we got a big list at base camp. So, and every time I ride the lawnmower, I break it. I broke it again this week. So, so the tomatoes are doing well, and we're doing good production there. It won't be as many tomatoes as I can. So now I'm already thinking next year, because I got what I've got 6 and
6 and 6.
I have 12 plants. That's what I thought I had. I have 12 plants. The production off 12 plants isn't enough for me to can. So I'll end up buying tomatoes from farmers who have hundreds of plants. But now I'm like, this system works great. Does it work great?
Yep.
Works great. It's the first time since my first year here that a system works great for tomatoes. Usually we get the blight bad. And there's been a little blight. He was watching me cut blight off today. But not bad. And then we're starting new plants so that as the blight does come on the ones that it comes on, I can replace it. And as we kind of move up, because tomatoes get right from the bottom of the vine up to the top. So I'm cutting the leaves off around the tomatoes while they ripen, and then it goes up. Well, then it leaves room for new plants to come up and set fruit. I've made the plants from cuttings from the tomatoes, so I just rooted them inside and then took them out. So what that does to the life cycle of the plant is they're already setting blooms. I don't have to wait another 8 weeks for them to set blooms. They're doing it now. So I'm kind of excited, but I'm like, how do I get from 12 to 24 plants next year without just having no way to get into my house? Because right now, that all blocks off the sun and it's great. And I'm not too keen to extend it in front of my cement pad, which then makes it so I can't just walk out into the yard. So we're going to be wildly debating this.
I know we're going to be wildly debating it because I already have a plan. I just haven't told you about it.
I have an idea. Up against the house.
Okay.
What's your idea?
Cabin.
Yeah, but that doesn't get as much sun as here.
get some, especially where I picked out.
But I want them up here where I maintain them. You can also put them down at the cabin. By the way, if you saw the Holler Hat Wednesday post, what is that? What incarnation is that? Is it a hot tub?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a hot tub.
Not a hot tub. Might have to do with his tomato plan.
Not tomatoes, but it is going to be an aquaponic system.
Long term.
That will be.
Hat says a roof garden. That'd be kind of fun. We need to finish
Don't
installing
tempt
the
me.
solar water heater. Solar water heater's in and not hooked up. It's hot AF out. Do you know what I could be doing? Free water. I could have free water if we hooked it up. It's the propane work, isn't it?
It's just a matter of time. Base camp with a hot water heater.
Well, you do base camp, and maybe I should. How much do you think I'd have to pay somebody to install that hot water heater? Do we have any plumbers on who want to put in a tankless heater? You already have a plan for it?
Yeah.
Do you have any plumbers that'll do his plan? Tom? Tom, are you on? Tom? I might be able to hire Tom to do it.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm going to talk to Tom. That's my solution for getting this done. Because that saves me money, but base camp is more important. This is what we're doing. He's working on base camp a lot, and then he gets to reward himself by building his own, what? He's building an aquaponics system down in front of the cabin. He loves plants. It's like his Zen peace place. And it looks really awesome. That picture was the start of his aquaponics system. Hopefully he'll be able to take us on a video tour of it when my renter in the cabin moves out, which is next Saturday. So I think.
No, last I talked to him, that's
Okay.
the date.
So anyway, that was an aquaponics system being built, and it's a different design. I don't really know the whole design.
It's made to be disassembled and moved.
Yep.
So it's a little bit higher in elevation to be able to work with the plants, but it's a stock tank with a platform and then containers on top that the plants grow out of.
Yep. What kind of fish are you planning to have in that? I'm sorry, I have to squint at the tiny little letters.
I
so.
can't see it, and I'm not going to lean forward. So probably
I'm just
starting
gonna make
with
faces.
probably starting with goldfish, and then I might be able to segregate off a section to do something else that I have not decided on yet. So we'll see.
Well, we could do goldfish up here and tilapia down there.
We can do that.
But you should do goldfish your first year while you get it in balance.
That's probably true.
Yeah, that would be fun. So yeah, I'm wondering if you need more beds.
I'm working on that part right now.
By working on it, he means he's going to Lowe's to buy what he wants to make beds out of, and they're out of it. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's part of the fun. So this was really cool. You know how I sold out of honey? One person who bought my honey was in the Knoxville area and asked me what shipping would be. And I was like, well, half the time somebody from here is out there at least once a month. So anyway, we're doing a honey drop.
Guess who's going to be out there this month?
I thought that worked out pretty well. So that's kind of fun. There's a service called Fish Wagon for stocking those kinds of systems. They drive a route and notify you when they're in the area. Oh, that's kind of cool. So then you don't have to like run around with tilapia in your car. Your parents live in Knoxville? Oh, that's right. Your parents should totally come to my green chili event, Prim. I kind of want a hot tub now in the stock tank, but you know what I got is an extra clawfoot tub in the yard, so maybe we should use that.
I'm going to put that on the 2030 project list.
I've got my focus, man. My focus is those cabinets.
That's a good thing that's your focus, because it ain't mine.
My job is to scrub. I'm not looking forward to this one. Scrub the base camp cabinets inside and out. And the problem is there was once a cockroach infestation.
like my solution to this.
So I'm going to go through with the shop vac again, and I'm going to vacuum them out, and I'm going to scrub them, and then stain paint them. And that's going to take me the rest of the month, probably. What, you going to put new cabinets in?
No.
What's your solution? Burn the house?
Get a belt sander.
Nah. I'll scrub it. I'll scrub it and seal it. But
You just said I got a belt sander,
eh,
and I live there.
we don't need to belt sand it. I'll let you know if we need to belt sand it. Let me clean it first. Even if you belt sand cockroach bits, they get like strewn everywhere.
He obviously hasn't learned how it works yet.
I don't like cockroaches. What we're not doing is asking my mom to do it because my mom really hates cockroaches. Where are they moving?
He's been moving.
Prim's parents are moving. Oh, Carrie built a wood fire hot tub, which totally talked because I do actually have an extra clawfoot in the yard, which it wouldn't be bad in the winter to be able to go outside and then I don't have to do the chlorine thing because you fill it and you heat it and then it'd be kind of neat. I think it'd be neat. Yeah, I don't know what the fish wagon does. Yeah, that's my cockroach infection. Want to see my mosquito? Wait. That's mosquito. It's a family tradition. We do bug impersonations.
Take your word for it.
He doesn't. He's no fun. He doesn't do bug impersonations. Okay, guys, any questions before we sign off? We've done our... It's the Holler Neighbors. We do need to get the thermostats back, A. B, we do need to name a pet thermostat at some point, or a pig, or a goat. Or if somebody signs up for Zello, just make your Zello handle a thermostat because that'd be hilarious. We'd all know what you were talking about.
Start calling Fat Cat thermostat.
No, new animal thermostat. We're not getting a new animal. We have bunnies. We could name bunnies thermostat.
Please name those or not.
There are bunnies
Oh, no.
next door. Yeah.
I'll just start calling one of them thermostat. Actually, I'll just start calling the male thermostat.
Yep.
It'll stick. The male rabbit's thermostat now.
It's either that or the male pig will be. Okay, the other thing is, guys, I need a male pig for the female pig because I want more pigs. So if you hear about a male pig, let me know. Mark, you got an extra male pig around?
There's Mark Alexander when you need him.
No, he's right there. He's like, I've been telling you about my male pigs for 2 months, Nicole.
I'm going to borrow him for like a week.
I might need it for a month. I mean, I could get a male pig. They could come visit, and then pigs would be produced, and then we could figure things out from there. 2 pigs, Thermo and Stat. Oh, yeah. I love that idea. Okay. Mark, I'll talk to you after the show. Guys, thanks for joining us. Next week, we don't do one, but the week after that, it's another live from the Holler Neighbor Livestream. Nighthawk will probably be back, and I'll see if the new neighbor is willing to make an appearance. Might be too soon for the new neighbor, but we'll see if the new neighbor's in the neighborhood or not. And
Better be back.
I don't know how long he's staying gone. He doesn't know how long he's staying gone.
I've got work for him to do.
Whatever. We're going to have to do his work.
Or he could come back and do his work.
Yeah, he won't, though. Anyway, thanks for joining us, and we will do the tasting of the fake bourbon and the tomato comparison. And if I think of other things to do tastings of, I will. If you have ideas like taste this against that, I mean, nothing awful, guys, but, store tomato versus homegrown tomato. Fake bourbon versus real bourbon. We could do fake beer versus real beer. We could do fake coffee versus real coffee. You know, the mushroom coffee. That might be a fun one if I can get my hands on it. So, you know, like think of ideas. Send them to me. We'll do tastings next time. See you then.